Mm-hmm.
It's like the first time ever. Except it isn't, because it's Wednesday and it's new comic book day. Hanging out with your old pals, ComicGains! And if you're new to the show, I'm Adam.
I'm Zach, and this is Princess around Hans. Like a very love day, just like usual. Do the princess wave. You do it too. Bow down and respect. And of course, there's the Coco dog.
Coco made it. Oh, she got her hurt paw and everything. That's so she doesn't chew on her foot. So it'll get better. It's a protective agent.
Ah,
right?
protection.
Protection.
9/10 of the law.
Wait, protection?
Yeah, protection. Should be.
All right, guys. Today is Wednesday, and the Gaines family is up here in the Pacific Northwest surviving cyclones, all kinds of crazy. I think that was the first cyclone I've ever been through. It was a pretty. Yes. It was pretty great. Yeah, we just had a.
It's just windy.
Yeah, so due to cyclone weather, our comic store was missing DC and Image. Fear not, we did get Marvel books and a few bonus ones. I think some leftovers from prior weeks finally made their way to the table. So we do have some good things to talk about. Agu, how's it going? Yes, we got new comic book day. We do have the brand new Ultimate Spider-Man. I think we're up to issue at 12, right? 13? 12? 11. Oh, we're up to issue 11, which we have a full review for you guys on that one. There will be some spoilers. And since Agu's here, Zach's going to be opening up what?
Oh, the Comic Tom Mr. Mail Call.
Packaged by Agu.
Probably.
Touched by the man himself. So should be an exciting day. Pretty chill. The comic book was really light. I think it was only like somewhere around like $40 or so. So much smaller. But that happens. I have been getting a little bit more into the DC and Image universe, and I didn't get either of those books. So it's been chill. So before we get into that, we all need to mellow out, right? What's the best way to mellow out, Zach?
Well, in my case, I have a cider, because I needed myself Excelsior Imperial Berry Massive cider.
Oh, Berry Massive?
It's 8.4% alcohol, and 0.4, as you all know, is the best part.
Watch out!
And it's a limited edition.
Ah.
It's been a hard day, guys.
They really should get Stan Lee to be on there. Like, figure out a way to have him wearing the helmet. So I'm like, but he probably doesn't want to endorse, like, drinking.
Well, he can do whatever he wants. He's no longer here anymore.
Well, true.
Sadly. But this is a drink to his memory.
Excelsior. Found at your local small stores.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Let's say hi to our friends that made it out. Steve Sayer, first to the show. Welcome in. Las Cruces from New Mexico is here. How you doing? Andrew, the king of New Comic Book Day. Hopefully you got lots of good gains this week on books. We got Joe W. in the house. I think the week is going decent so far. Are you guys having good weeks? Good week.
Today was a little rough, but it was okay.
Okay. Agu made it out. How's it going? Han Solo shooting first as always. Sometimes he shoots second though, I think. It's possible. We got Kenneth Bird jumping in. He's saying, oh, happy from Virginia, which we'd all rather be in Virginia right now, I think. And Jimmy G waving and bowing. How's it going, Jimmy? Good to see you. And one shot.
Wait.
One shot. You can't do a two shot. There should be, you need to find another that's a two shot. You can go one shot, two shot, three shot, blue shot. That's not a thing.
4 shot, passed out, wake up, what happened?
Right? Oh, okay, guys. The show is about comics, so we'll dive into a little bit. Any major announcements for the weekend? I think everybody's off from Whatnot, so you guys will have to hang tight. We will be back on regular on Monday, so no Whatnot shows from either of us. We're all taking the weekend off to relax and do some stuff. But yeah, we did get to see the Dune Prophecy TV show came out on HBO. Started out a little slow, so I won't give any spoilers on that, but it was good. I'm excited to learn the back lore of the Dune world if you're into that kind of thing, but I give that show give it a whirl. Give it a try. There's a bunch of other good stuff that are coming out soon too. So lots of stuff. Let's see here. Hi to Princess and the little dog. Oh, thank you for showing the little dog off. Oh, thank you much. Oh, definitely. And Steve said he got Batman Full Moon. You got to see Batman's Full Moon. And Batman and Robin Year 1, Dark Knight Steel All Winter, and Terminator issue number 2. Hey, B. Robinson, B. Rob. I always just want to see your name on there. How's it going, B. Rob? Welcome in. New Gladiator movie comes out. Yes, I need to buy tickets for that. I am seeing that in the theater. It looks pretty awesome. Princess isn't going to see it. Zach and I will see it together.
Maybe.
Popcorn? I did see, the rumor Daniel Craig, is maybe going to be playing Sergeant Rock, which would be really cool. I think that could be exciting. I personally don't know as much as I wish I did about Sergeant Rock, which might make the movie all that much better, too.
He's solid.
As a rock?
Like a rock.
Like a rock. So good. Yeah, a little bit of nerd news to go around the table. But yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff. All right, let's jump right into the comic books. Don't forget, Princess, cover of the week. Cover of the week. We got cover. Last week, she cheated and picked 4 covers. So we'll see. Let's kick things off Chasm style. We got Chasm, Curse of the Cane. This is written by Fox, and Andrea Baccardo is the artist on this one. Actually, the cover is Bagley, believe it or not. Good old Mark Bagley.
Favorite.
Right? It hasn't been my favorite book. I wanted to see what was up with Chasm. I like the Ben Reilly character. I like Kane a lot too. I think they're interesting. I wanted to know like what they were doing, and it's been kind of a bland story. But if you like them, check it out. Chasm has more bad things happening to him as always, so now he's like under the mind control of Druig, who's that like Eternal, the bad Eternal or whatever, and convincing him to do a bunch of naughty stuff. And Hallows Eve is his girlfriend, and she's not under his control, but she's kind of like tagging along with him, and she's been sort of like, hey, maybe you're going down a bad path. And Kane shows up, who is also like kind of the Scarlet Spider at the same time, and he's trying to help fix his long lost clone brother. And in the meantime, Druig has influenced somebody else, the Mole Man. He just keeps popping up in all these books. So Mole Man and his army have come up out of the ground, and they're going to attack New York. And I think we're close to the last issue. I think 4 might be the final issue, if not 5. And I'm assuming the team of Scarlet Spider / Kane and Ben Reilly and Hallows Eve will have to team up to fight the Mole Man. Okay. Finally defeat the Druig. So check it out if you're into it. Like I said, it's not the best thing in the world, not the greatest thing. Let's see, we got Comics of Bueller in the house. We miss you too,
hey, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see you this summer, if not before that. And B-Rob says also the upcoming Patrick Gleason Webhead cover looks great. Dope Mary Jane cover as well. Oh, I'll have to check that one out. I love the Gleason covers. Some of my favorite stuff. Larry, welcome in. High five for everyone. Thank you. Okay. We've got a good old what if Minnie Mouse became Captain Marvel issue number 1. This is the Scotty Young variant.
Okay.
So they've been doing like these Disney crossovers. I think they did Donald becomes Wolverine. What was the other? It was like Mickey becomes
Captain America.
That sounds right. That's what I was thinking. And now we have Minnie becomes Captain Marvel. I read the first one, the Donald Duck Wolverine one. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like anything that like blew my skirt up. But sometimes things blow your skirt up, right?
Yes, especially in Scotland.
That's true. But it's a cool thing. I think these covers are really fun that Scotty's putting these out, and a lot of people really like the Disney stuff. So if you're a big Disney fan, you might enjoy this book. But
yeah, very cool.
I think it's worth getting, right? It's a nice cover. It's a good one. It's a good one. This one, however, is a fantastic cover. Nelvis, how's it going, Nelvis? Welcome in. We've got, I think, the final issue of Spider-Man Reign 2, Part 5. Look how crazy that looks. Kari Andrews, written and drawn, and that is Kingpin on the cover.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was a poster child for Atkins.
Poster child for Atkins. No, that's Kingpin. So in the future, the book is finally starting to wrap things up, and it was getting real crazy, and then they kind of reeled it in a little bit, but Kingpin showed up in the future, or he was in the beginning of the book as like this emaciated guy that had not eaten in a long time, and then he just started eating everybody and eating everything, and he got really big. He was not like a major part of the story, but he's kind of like the main bad guy that's back in their current time. So now that they've left the past, they go back to the future, kind of like with Doc Brown and said company. But you get a big reveal in the last issue. So you've got Old Man Peter, and you find out when he goes back in time to save Mary Jane from her cancer and stuff like that, that's a loop. So he always does that, and every time he does it, he makes things worse. So he like screws up the past every time he goes back there. And he had that little kitty cat with him, the black cat type girl that went along with him. You get to find out her secret identity, who she really is. And she is Miles and Gwen's daughter. So she's Miles Morales and Gwen's daughter. And when this dome comes up, Gwen gets killed and Miles gets separated from her. And the only person that's in the dome that's willing to take care of her is Felicia. So Felicia like adopts her and takes care of her. Well, Kitty Cat and Miles and now Peter have kind of fixed what they needed to in the past. He's done something that he's never done, and now they're going to go back to the future to fight Kingpin in the final issue. So I recommend it. The book's been stellar, super crazy. The artwork's really good, but I've been loving it so far. So, and that might have been confusing. It's a lot of like time travel craziness, but it's good stuff.
And a lot of calories to be eaten.
Yeah, like Kingpin.
Yum yum.
Right? Next up, must be a Moon Knight week, because this is Phases of the Moon Knight, and this one's written by a couple people. So it's like one of those books where they introduce a bunch of different new Moon Knight characters, sort of like the Spider-Verse books. I didn't really care for issue 3 at all. It was very weird. It was like the anime person that showed up. I did not understand that character at all, but we'll see. This one has like Fabian Nicieza is writing one of the books on this, and then I think Ken Lashley is drawing one of them, and then Matt Waltz I think is writing the other book. But Fabian Nicieza is the writer for like Deadpool when he came out, like the original.
You said Matt Walsh?
Yeah, no, not that Matt.
Wait,
Matt Walls.
Walls. Wait, what?
No.
I wouldn't think he'd be writing any books.
No, it's like Waltz. Waltz. But this one has a first appearance, so there's a new female Moon Knight from the old ancient Egypt. So she's new old character. And that's what they do. And they're introducing like a new character that has like the same moniker as like a new Moon Knight or a new Spider-Man or a new Venom, and then they see if it sticks. And but so the artwork looked really good in this one, so I'll see if this one takes at all. Issue 1 was good. The other one maybe not so much. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'm like probably gonna be buying less of those like the new character books as they come on. Warlord in the house. Our moderator is here keeping things in order.
Warlord.
Speaking of good Moon Knight books, we got Moon Knight Fist of the Khonshu, issue number 2. This is the regular group, Jed McKay and Alessandro Capuccio. That's who's been doing the book the entire time from the first Moon Knight all the way to this is now the 3rd series. And I think what I say, Fist of Khonshu. This is still, Moon Knight's just been resurrected, and they're kind of getting their foothold of their community back. So they have the Midnight Mission where people show up and they let them know their problems, and they're like, hey, this is going on, can you and your team help? And his team and them help. And there's a new drug dealer in town, and they're selling a brand new drug called Glitter. So there's always like a cool name. This one's called Glitter.
I'm guessing you snorted.
I don't know, probably.
Hopefully.
Glitter.
What?
But now their team has to figure out how to stop like this new drug from
Gary.
entering their town. But if you like Tigra, this is probably like the best Tigra story ever written. So, and I think she's a really cool character. Even 8-Ball is holding it down, which is funny. In a drug comic, you got a guy named 8-Ball. Maybe. Of
Depends
glitter.
on the city.
Of glitter.
It's like more acceptable.
Good cover too. Really good cover. Garrett B, how's it going? Welcome in. One of the ones I'm really excited about. We got Miles Morales, issue number 26. This is Ziegler and Vincentini, who's been, we met Cody Ziegler, and Vincentini's been doing the artwork on this book the whole time since they grouped up to start. Fantastic arc that we're going on right now. Miles has been bitten by the vampires, so he is part vampire. He's like dealing with his powers, like has sometimes uncontrollable to want to like drink blood, and he's with Starling, so he's with his girlfriend, and she knows about it, and she's trying to help him through these issues. And at the same time, the Vulture, who's her granddad, is trying to reconnect with her. So he shows up to be like, you need to come with me, granddaughter. And then Miles is all roided out because he's like half vampire. So they fight, and Miles stomps the crap out of him really hard. And then Misty Knight and Black Panther show up, and they're like, hey, we might have a way of helping you, Miles. And I think the best way for you is to get a new costume, because Miles always needs a new costume. So he gets a nice, this is like a vibranium costume, and it's supposed to help.
Kind of nice.
Yeah, it's supposed to help his vampirism. So when he uses his venom blast, it drains like his life force, and then when he uses it, he's more likely to want to feed. And so if he has the vibranium suit, it like reabsorbs the energy back into him like faster, so he's like less likely to go crazy. The design's kind of cool. It's not I still like how his normal look better, but what do you think?
I'm thinking there's more to this costume that meets the eye.
Like a Transformer costume?
Yes.
Could be.
Yeah. It's a nice costume. It's not
bad.
A
little shiny.
It's almost like it's a symbiote costume.
Righteous Flipper, what's up?
Being a symbiote costume.
Yeah.
Maybe it has an eye in it.
He has like the weird, like the Wakanda eye thing kind of going. It's like, you know, but it's cool. I love this book. It's been really, really good. It was nice to talk to Cody about it a little bit too. And I was like, hey, you're going to like showcase his girlfriend a little bit more? And he's like, don't worry, she's going to be in it. She's been in it like the whole time. So he needed to like hunker down. Mm-hmm. One lady. The Terminator is out. I swear this came out last week, but it feels like everyone got it this week. So This is Terminator issue number 2 from Dynamite. Declan Shelby is, I think, just writing it. There is a backup story from another YouTuber named Sal from Comic Pop. He's doing like the last 2 pages. I read the first issue. It was really good. I think even Princess read it and said it was good. It was very contained of what was going on. It was kind of like this couple pissed off a Terminator at some point early in their life, and they thought they had destroyed the Terminator, and then they went and hid in the woods in this cabin, and it seemed like they were there for a long time because they were like older at the time, and the husband was out fishing, and like out of nowhere this Terminator like crawls up out of the pond, like it had been walking there the entire time for like that however long it took him to get away from it, and then just goes in and messes stuff up. And you kind of get like this idea like they were connected to the Resistance somehow, but yeah, we'll see where it all leads. Should be good. Huh. Yeah, the backup story's a little hard to follow because I think they're doing like 5 in the first 5 issues. He gets 2 pages per book, and then it will complete a full story at the end of the 5 issues. So I don't know. So it seems like I read the first one, I was like, this is kind of hard to follow. So we'll see. It'd be better if it was probably like the whole thing. Bobby, what's up? How's it going? Lon Espinoza in the house as well. Welcome in.
Hey, Bobby.
I know we promised you guys who actually killed Marilyn Monroe in the thumbnail, and as soon as Zach becomes president, we will let you guys know. Mm-hmm. Which could be real soon.
Yes, could be.
No, but in the Department of Truth, has been back out for a little while. And like I said, the last couple issues have been slow. I feel like they're recapping a lot of stuff from the original series. It didn't like renumber. It's still going off the number, but it felt like it was a little slower for me. And then last issue really kicked off well, where they were like, okay, here's Marilyn Monroe. Here's how she fits into like the schemes of John F. Kennedy and all this stuff with like, there was like some drug use. There was kind of like they sent like an agent over to her house to keep an eye on her, the Department of Truth. Mm-hmm. And then she was like explaining to him like some of the crap that she's gone through. And then the book kind of like leveled out right there. And it seems like this issue that came out today, you get to see her like laying in a bed. So I'm assuming we're gonna get more details on that on the Marilyn Monroe issue. So the Department of Truth is kind of like a Da Vinci Code, sort of, where it's like a whole bunch of like truths put together to make a fictional story. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it feels like it's true, but it might not be. It could actually be true. Never know. We'll never know. Cyril might know. What's up, man? Don't worry, you made it. You made it. And second to last but not least, this was actually interesting. I was not thinking about buying this at all, but this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Naruto, issue number 1, a crossover.
I think it's this, or is it this?
Zach would know more about Naruto. Am I saying the name right?
You gotta do the ninjutsu. Yeah, it's Naruto.
That's not gonna happen, Princess.
No.
Oh, you did pull it off. I think that's that's cover C, and the other one's cover E. It was kind of fun. I just had some friends at work that were like that have not been into comics, and I knew they were big anime fans. And I was like, "Hey, there's a Naruto book coming out," and then they were like, "Hey, can you pick me up a copy?" And I was like, "I'll be happy to try and get anyone new readers into comics." So thought it'd be a good idea to pick it up, and I'll probably just give those to some people at work so that they can read. I wouldn't mind reading a Turtle crossover. I've known nothing about Naruto though. Which better, Naruto or One Piece?
One Piece.
Is it?
But you know, they have a lot of good things for each one. One Piece is technically a little bit more modern, but barely. Like Naruto is more like ninja and feudal.
The other one's pirates.
Feudal China.
Pirates and ninjas.
Because ninjas are Chinese, I believe.
I don't know.
They might be Japanese. I don't know. I don't know. It's all.
You're the anime guy.
But yeah, it's
I would assume. I don't know.
One Piece is more. It's probably more fun because it's more goofy. It's more of a comedy about pirates than anything.
Okay.
And it's a lot of lovable characters. Naruto's pretty good too.
What's the Naruto fighting style?
Shippuden.
Okay.
Ninjutsu.
That's the turtle one.
No, the ninjutsu's Naruto. Well, I guess.
What is the Ninja Turtle one? Isn't that ninjutsu?
I don't know. Turtle jutsu.
There's no turtle jitsu.
Now there is.
Ninjago is the Lego one.
Yeah, that's the one. We don't talk about that one.
The Lego fighting style. I learned from my Lego guy how to fight.
Hokage is the leader of the ninjas.
All right, and the last book, we got the Ultimate Spider-Man issue 11, the first ever Black Cat cover, Ultimate Black Cat. I don't know why they didn't label it like first appearance though. Like definitely her first appearance.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely like they didn't really like label it her first appearance. So I don't know, but we read it, all three of us. I will do the review this week. I'll pop this review off. So this is the great Jonathan Hickman, who is kind of leading the hunt on Ultimate Spider-Man. The cover on this one is Chichetto. Yeah, let me see. I'm not gonna find that. Let me see. The cover, because there was like a thing going on with like the cover, or the backup artist has been doing this like a lot, and apparently there's not anything in here. I lost it. Is it at the end now? Oh, there it is. It is why do they keep doing that? Yeah, so Marco Cicchetto is the normal artist, and they've been having the backup one, David Messina, on it a lot, and he's been doing okay. I actually didn't really care for his work that much, and then I was like reading some reviews online, and apparently a lot of other people complaining about like, because Cicchetto's so good that like you kind of feel like you're getting like a weird, I don't know if you guys noticed it at all, the difference in the artwork, but
from the last issue, or
yeah, I think he did the last one too, but at least from the beginning, like when the first part started.
Yeah, the first part was a lot better.
A lot better artwork than the last couple. So
yeah,
I don't know. The guy's done 4 issues so far of the 11. So this backup guy. So anyway, to the story, real quick. We've been reviewing all of the Ultimate books as they come out. So sorry for any of the spoilers, but if you need more context, check out some of our older episodes. We've gone through every single one, pretty in-depth. In the Spider-Man universe right now, though, the Kingpin has put together his new Sinister Six. That was like a big reveal. They've all like been given the task of killing Spider-Man so far. He fought the Black Cat, which was like, or was just the cat, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The Cat, who is a male cat burglar, which is totally fine. And he actually did pretty good for like a normal human fighting Green Goblin and Spider-Man, but he ended up losing and getting Green Goblin like kicked him off the side of a building, and it looked like he had died, but apparently he has not died. And that's kind of where we like left things off in the Spider-Man universe. I will say I do like the beginning of each book, because if you're reading it now, it tells you like the month that you're in, which it won't really matter later on, but each opening page tells you that we're like in like November, and then last month was October, which is kind of cool. So you're like reading it along with it. So Spider-Man's chilling on top of a building with a cell phone, and he's calling, trying to figure out where Harry Osborn is. Like, yo, dude, we have a stakeout together. We're gonna go fight some guys. They've been teaming up a lot, and Harry is nowhere to be seen. He also has like a really obnoxious like voicemail where he's like, if you're hearing this, then you must be important enough for me to give you my number, and I'll probably call you back if you're actually important enough. It was kind of like, what the heck? So Peter tries to call Doc Ock, who's like their kind of guy behind the scene, to get a hold of Harry, and he's not really any help of finding it. Then
he also blocks his number.
Yeah. Well, Peter blocks his number when he calls Doc Ock. Yeah.
So he can't call him back.
Yes. Which is weird, because he's like, call me back when you figure out. He's like, yo, dude, I don't have your number. So at the same time waiting, Peter sees a bank being robbed. And when I saw the guys robbing the bank, I'm like, those look like Mr. Negative's men, which I totally forgot Mr. Negative was part of the Sinister Six. So Mr. Negative's part of the Sinister Six, and for some reason he has his crew robbing a bank, which is like those weird guys that have like those masks or whatever. They're kind of like the Foo Dog masks. Kind of like look like those a little bit, right?
Maybe Oni mask.
Oni mask? That sounds about right. But he makes quick work of them. They're basically just regular dudes. I think at one point they have laser swords, which is weird. But lasers, freaking. But Spider-Man kicks the crap out of him real fast, and then out of nowhere, Mr. Negative shows up, and he's like, "Where's your buddy? You're doing this all alone. Like, where's your Green Goblin friend?" And then Peter's like, Peter tells him he doesn't know where he's at the moment, and then Mr. Negative uses his powers where he can like control weaker-willed people, and he controls the crowd to like attack Peter. And Peter, he does this thing where he allows the crowd to like grab him and pull him down without hurting anybody. Like, he says he could have punched somebody like out of the way, but he's making like the conscious decision not to. So after, they don't really show him get away, but once he does, his suit's all ripped up. So he clearly like let the people like tear up his suit.
I find it suspicious that they cut that scene out, though.
It is, yeah, where he just like his hands look like he's reaching for him, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, the people are grabbing him from behind. You think something weird happened?
Something happened.
He got probed.
They're gonna tell them later what happened. It's all gonna make sense.
I like that. Stay positive, Mr. Negative. That's funny. That is funny. Then we get in this really good back and forth between like Peter and MJ, which I like this part a lot. I don't really care for how her hair is drawn. That's kind of one of the weird things that bugs me about this, the way her hair is all done up. But and Peter's beard, like they make him look like he's kind of like homeless, right?
Yeah.
But they had this like back and forth about like, what were you doing? Like, I was, like getting hurt by these people. That's why I look all beat up. And he's like, hope the kids don't find out. And then she kind of reassures him that he's the right person to be a superhero because of how he like treats like like why he is being a superhero, why he's like saving people. I think like they're saying she is agreeing with him for what he's doing. I think he was like afraid that she'd be like worried that he was going to get hurt. And he's like letting her know if it ever gets like too scary, I'll like step in and like fix things or whatever. So
yeah. And tell them that it's time to get out.
Yeah.
It's like, we gotta go.
Yeah. And then they do this funny thing where she's like, oh, you want to mess around a little bit? And he's like, I'm late to meet up with Uncle Ben, but otherwise I would have.
Rain check.
Yeah, rain check. We get to see the rest of the Sinister Six meet up with Mr. Negative. We got Mole Man. We got like the Mike Tyson looking Craven. He's got like this sick face tattoo, and they're explaining Kingpin like what's going on with their team and why they haven't done anything to Spider-Man yet. Then we get the reveal of the cat show up, and he's like in a wheelchair with like a nose breathing tube, and he looks in pretty bad shape. And the guys are like, all right, we're just gonna divvy up his territory to the rest of the 6. Like, forget that guy, he's useless. And he's like, no, I have my stand-in, and it's his daughter. It's his daughter, right? Yeah, daughter. And then the beautiful black cat shows up, which is got a different look, but she looks really good in the picture there. So we get to know that Felicia, and they say her name, and she's in there, is going to be part of the Sinister Six. So for now, she's a villain. I know a lot of people in like the reviews were worried that she was going to step in and like destroy their marriage, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully. So yeah, that's all you get to see of her. She steps real quick and says she's part of the Sinister Six. This part's really cool. Peter meets up with Uncle Ben. They do a lot of like back and forth where like Uncle Ben's like teaching him about life and like where his life should be going and why he's doing what he's doing. And there's this really cool part where out of nowhere, like Uncle Ben tells him like, hey, you need to be careful with what you're doing. And then he's like, what do you mean? What am I doing? And then he's like, I know about what you're really doing. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Because he did find out about Green Goblin, and he confronted him, Harry, and was like, I know you're the Green Goblin. So it only makes sense that he figured out. But like Peter's kind of like about to say it to him, like, I've been Spider. And then he like kind of cuts him off. He's like, don't even say it out loud. And he's like, don't tell anybody. He's like being like the smart part of it, where he's like, the more people you tell, Peter, the more bad things are going to happen to you. And it gives him some good advice where he's like, hey, you know, like, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm ruffling all these feathers because if I get killed and I die, I know that like my life's been happy this far. Like, I've already buried my wife. Aunt May is dead and gone at this time, but he's happy with the life he's lived. And then he like tells Peter, if anything happens to you, are you happy with the life you've lived so far? And he's like, no. And he's like, well, you better be careful then. You better be extra careful. And that's where it leads off. And it was cool. This book is like, it's done really, really, the writing is so good, so ridiculously good. And I like that everything that everybody, I feel like everything that people have been mad about the Amazing Spider-Man book over the years, like, why didn't he tell Mary Jane? Why did he never tell Aunt May? Like, why did he not stay married? They're like throwing it back in your face and being like, ha, this is exactly what would happen if he did all those things. So, kind of cool.
Happily ever after.
I like this one a lot. I give it a 4.5. Though it's a little misleading with Black Cat so much on the cover that I wish she was in the story a little bit more, but they got to sell books. And what do you guys think?
4.3. It was decent.
Yeah.
It was decent.
They did a good job. Like I said, the artwork could be a little stronger, not terrible. It's not like he's bad or anything. It's just that Chichetto is so good that like that's like, you know, one of Marvel's premier artists right now. And like when he's not on the premiere book, it throws me off a little bit. So check it out, Ultimate Spider-Man. It's still probably my favorite. It's got to be my favorite, but Ultimates is creeping up, man. Ultimates is getting real good. I'm loving it. It looks like pretty soon we're going to get Ultimate Guardians of the Galaxy, which could either be really good or really bad. So we'll see where that goes. Princess, book of the week. Cover of the week. It's cover of the week. Are you grabbing that one? Oh. Ultimate Spider-Man makes cover of the week? That might be the first time. Right?
It's a decent cover. It's a landscape. So it's kind of weird that you have to point out the sad to appreciate it. But it's a decent one.
Or she's like falling down a hill. Or like, you know. I like that you can kind of see her legs like through the white too. All right. So that was New Comic Book Day. I like that we get to celebrate once a week New Comic Book Day, except for when there isn't new comic books. Then there is no celebration. But what do we get? What do we get from our old pals, Comic Tom and Agu over at the mail call?
So just a little explanation of the box. I already opened it. It's $40 shipped, at least for us right now. Maybe we're grandfathered in, who knows. But you usually get 2 exclusive comics specifically to a mail call. Sometimes you gotta buy the website, and you get like 2 extra throw-in books, maybe 3.
Sometimes 3.
And a print. Sometimes the throw-in books are really, really good. but those exclusives are always fire. They do a lot of Marvel exclusives, and as you all know, they're really expensive to do. Or now that you know it, they're very expensive. Like $3,000 to get these exclusives done. At
I
least
think
for
the Marvel ones are like 5 or 10. Psychedelic Comics, welcome in. I saw you there. I saw you.
Whoa.
No worries.
Whoa.
But
Oh.
Saxo is looking ahead. Oh, you might have to open that one up.
Oh, we got here X-Force #1 from the 1990s. 1981.
Still sealed in the poly bag.
Oh, well, we'll find out if they're still sealed.
Oh, is it not?
Is it? It's hard to say, but
What card did you get?
Shatterstar.
Ah, good old Shatterstar.
Yeah.
You stealing Princess's job.
Oh, yeah. I'll let you show this. So there's a fun little thing about that book. At the very back end of it, if it's white and black, mostly white, then it's the negative version of it. I believe it's done on that issue.
What about the positive version? You're talking about Cap's head, right?
Yeah, head.
Captain America's
It can be
head
reversed.
in the back corner. It can be in reverse color, but there is the Deadpool card's back, guys.
The
I don't
rookie
know.
card.
I'm so confused by it, but this sometimes has the
Okay.
Deadpool card in it, and if you get it in like a 10-0 PSE, PC, whatever that is.
Is this still worth a bunch of money?
Oh yeah, it's back up again. It's like it's like over
geez.
$1,000, isn't it, in a 10-0? Yeah, so it's back again, guys. I don't know. I'm not an advocate for grading cards. I don't get that at all, but
Okay, I'm gonna do the throwing books. This is actually pretty cool. The new Teen Titans #29. It's a bunch of characters I don't know other than Speedy.
Oh, Speedy. I just got the heroin issue for Speedy too.
The heroin issue. What the heck is?
That is a cool one. Speedy. Why are you doing that?
Oh, I thought this was a book. We got here a poster. It's Noel, and I don't know how limited it is. Usually has like a number done on this, so maybe it's super limited.
And Johnny Desjardins Noel print.
Maybe it's original art. Probably not. I can always hope. Yeah, that's pretty nice. We'll have to look at that.
Oh, Andrew says he has the first appearance of Spider-Man's mobile hanging in the office. Ooh. Oh, it's mobile hanging in the office. Nice.
Oh, very nice. We got here a Gargoyles Quest #4. It's a Marco Matazzo, one of only 1,100 copies. It's a version. It's really nice.
Nice. Oh, okay. It's Goliath.
Goliath.
So it's Gargoyles Quest #1.
Well,
I didn't even know they made a new Gargoyle.
Assume it's Gargoyle.
Oh, number 4.
Could
Number
be
4?
Yeah, it could be the other one that looks just like Goliath. Looks like the clone.
That's the metal one, though.
No, I think there's another one.
There's another one that looks like there's a metal one.
Yeah. There's like a blue, light blue one, and then there's a gray one.
Gargoyle.
Yeah. That lady was straying on him. Anyways,
They're together.
She wandered to another Goliath. So there's the Uncanny X-Men #3. This is pretty nice. It's limited to 1,999 by our favorite artist, Andy Granov.
Oh.
And it's of Rogue.
That is a nice one.
It's a nice.
That may be one of the better. Savage Rogue. Uncanny X-Men #3. That's actually, Rogue's actually the main character of that book, so that makes sense. They've been doing a lot of things where they put the different characters on the different books. So at least she's the main character of Uncanny X-Men. So awesome job there, guys. Addie Granoff. Limited to 3,000. Kill it.
2,000.
Oh, whoa. 1,999? What happened to that extra book? Where is
We
it?
don't talk about it.
Cool exclusive though. I just saw that they're doing a Savage Land Rogue book is coming out, and it's a Kari Andrews cover, and it is fire. It's fire. But cool box. Thank you everybody over at the Comic Tom Mystery Mail Call. Good job, Agu. You did a good job. Fantastic box, guys. Check them out. $40. There's always good stuff in there. And like I said, if you don't like it, sell it. If you do like it, keep it. There's all kinds of good stuff. Oh, Captain, my Captain, flexing as always. How's it going? Welcome in. that pretty much wraps up the show, though, for the night. A quick one, but a good one. We will have a show on Monday. Guys, we already broke the 3,000 subscriber mark. I can't believe this day happened. It's exciting. It's amazing. We will be planning a 3K party for you guys in some way, shape, or form. We'll have cake and pie, possibly. Something good. Princess will come up with something amazing, guys. Want to thank everybody who has been following us and subscribed to us and watching the show. We have an awesome time making this. It's cool to see our collecting evolution and our appreciation for comic books growing over the years. I know I've deeply fallen in love with comics over the past 5 years, and it has been amazing. I think about it constantly. Princess 2, Zach has an even deeper love. He went deeper, if that's even possible, right? Yeah. And thank you guys. Do all the awesome views. Hit the like button right now for Princess. She did an awesome job picking out the book of the week. And Zach, what else you got for us, buddy?
Yeah, sure. How you do that is you have to build this contraption of glass and mirrors, and it reflects your future, and your future is all about gains. Every single one. It's like wearing those glasses because your future is so bright.
Oh, the red ruby quartz?
No, like the shades. You know, those because you're wearing shades in a dark room because your future is so bright. But in this case, your future is so full of gains. Every single one.
There you go.
What the heck?
Until we see you next time, stay safe and remember.
Get those gains.
Get them.
Oh yeah. There. She's already wearing the glasses.